Now the Philistines gathered their armies together to battle when they were gathered together at Soko, which belongs to Judah, and they encamped between Soko and Azekah in Aphes Damming. Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together and encamped in the valley of Elah and set the battle in array against the Philistines. The Philistines stood on the mountain on the one side, and Israel stood on the mountain on the other side, and there was a valley between them. A champion out of the camp of the Philistines went out, named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits in a span. He had a helmet of bronze on his head, and he wore a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of bronze. He had bronze shin armor on his legs and a bronze javelin between his shoulders. The shaft of his spear was like a weaver's beam, and his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron. His shield bare a whip of form. He stood and cried to the armies of Israel and said to them, "Why have you come out to set your battle in array? Am I not a Philistine and you service to Saul? Choose a man for yourselves and let him come down to me. If he is able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then you will be our servants and serve us." The Philistines said, "I defy the armies of Israel today. Give me a man that we may fight together." When Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. Now David was the son of that Ephrathite of Bethlehem, Judah, whose name was Jesse, and he had 8 sons. In Saul's days the man was old and advanced in years. The 3 older sons of Jesse had gone after Saul to the battle. The names of his 3 sons who went to the battle were Eliab the firstborn, next to him Abinadab, and the third Shammah. David was the youngest, and the 3 oldest followed Saul. Now David went back and forth from Saul to feed his father's sheep at Bethlehem. The Philistine came near morning and evening and presented himself 40 days. Jesse said to David his son, "Take now for your brothers an ephah of this parched grain and these 10 loaves, and carry them quickly to the camp to your brothers. Bring these 10 cheeses to the captain of their 1,000 and see how your brothers are doing. And bring back news." Saul and they and all the men of Israel were in the valley of Elah, fighting with the Philistines. David rose up early in the morning, left the sheep with a keeper, took the provisions, and went as Jesse had commanded him. He came to the place of the wagons as the army was going out to the fight, and shouted for the battle. Israel and the Philistines put the battle in array, army against army. David left his baggage in the hand of the keeper of the baggage, and ran to the army and came and greeted his brothers as he talked with them. Behold, the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, came up out of the ranks of the Philistines and spoke the same words, and David heard them. All the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him and were terrified. The men of Israel said, "Have you seen this man who has come up? He has come up to defy Israel. It shall be that the man who kills him, the king will enrich with great riches, will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel." David spoke to the men who stood by him, saying, "What shall be done to the man who kills this Philistine and takes away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God?" The people answered him in this way, saying, "So shall it be done to the man who kills him."